Mountains have been climbed and the sun is finally at its apex as hope is brought to the life of a Ugandan child whose future has been so unclear. World Vision has been the turning point, bringing the story from clay to gold and from dust to glory. A 1.5 decades journey in Kamuda sub-county Soroti, one of Uganda's oldest districts, has visibly seen the tremendous success of the Child Protection Project under Kamuda Area Program, a World Vision initiative whose vision was to build loving communities that protect and heal children to prepare them for a brighter future. In the ancient times, child abuse was a culture in Uganda, but due to continuous efforts by the government, the human rights agencies, and the rule of law, the picture of child protection was brought to the modern times, but this has just achieved only 49%. In rural settings, children are still facing sexual harassment, and that is to say, rape, defilement, and forced marriages. On the other hand, child labor, child trafficking, corporal punishments still remain the nightmare as thousands of eyes flow deeply in tears and in silence. Uganda Bureau of Statistics UBOS household survey indicates that only 27.3% of the children attend secondary education compared to 80% who attend at primary level, and these are attributed to many factors ranging from child abuse, high poverty levels in households, among others. This is never a case anymore in the sub-counties of Kamuda and Lale, after several interventions by World Vision's Kamuda Area Program through its project of child protection, as locals narrate.
I'm a member in this group, which is supported by World Vision. Since World Vision is now leaving us, I do appreciate them for the work they have been doing, supported us with. May the Almighty God bless you people as you're leaving us. I've benefited through learning skills. Like in this group, I've learned how to make a book. Since I never know how to make a book, I now have the experience of making a book. If I was not in a group, I was not going to get that knowledge or intention of doing what I can now do.
Voices of children have been amplified through the Children's Parliament. Joshua Echuru is 14 years of age, a senior one student of Geresa High School in Soroti. He is an active member in the Children's Parliament and serving in a position of the Speaker. He is now a change influencer in his community and proudly shares how his life has changed and how he has in turn changed the lives of his peers.
I'm the Speaker, Children's Parliament, Soroti District. I studied in Geresa High School, Senior 1. At the Children's Parliament has helped me to build my capacity. I can even talk whenever I'm in public. I can even sit for the council meeting, even the Parliament meeting I can be. So now, even if they take me for any judge, I can judge better. So that's how the Children's Parliament has helped me. It has built my capacity to talk. Thank you.
Through the many approaches of influencing the formation and enactment of bylaws, protect children and ensuring their well-being by the Children's Parliament, the local council of Soroti District have crowned the World Vision's initiative with assurance that this workable procedure shall be long-lasting.
I want first and foremost to thank World Vision for a very enormous work they have done in Soroti and particularly in Kamuda. World Vision has been in place in Soroti for quite a number of years, and within their time of operation in Soroti and more so in Kamuda, they have done a lot of things. Many to mention is that they have sponsored children, school-going children, most especially those ones who are orphans. They have supported them with scholastic materials, and also they have built their capacity to understand what their rights are. They have also stretched further to ensure that there are facilities in certain schools. For example, they have built classroom blocks, 2 or 3 classroom blocks, including the office space, which they have done in many sub-counties of Soroti district. And this has complemented entirely the work of local government. I particularly want to thank World Vision so much, and also thank the people of Soroti for that collective support they have rendered to World Vision. World Vision has built the capacity of children, primary and secondary children, more so in areas of their rights, and where basically they are supposed to report in case their rights are abused or violated, and whereby it has reduced a lot of cases or case workload in CPS and also some other courts which regard children. At least our children of Soroti are aware of any abuse which will be rendered to them by any other person or any violator, and quickly they know where to report. It has also enabled our children to go further in their education. Before World Vision, our children used to drop out of school from P3, P4, but today, after having taught the benefits of education, our children have aimed higher. They have studied up to secondary. Some of them are now in tertiary institutions and in universities. This is very wonderful, and World Vision today is living Kamuda, has left a mark in Kamuda, a mark that will never be forgotten, a mark that will always be remembered by everybody, even the unborn, for what they have done. First, for building classroom blocks, secondly also for building capacities and creating projects and groups. The CPCU and the CVU, those are all active anti-abuse of children's rights, and these are formed in all parishes and sub-counties of Soroti district to ensure that the education of a child is protected, is highly protected. So I want to salute World Vision, and I want to thank everybody that please, if there is any way we can still come in and support World Vision, please let's do it. Thank you so much.
But what has been the untold insights of the Children's Parliament?
I want to begin by thanking World Vision so much for the initiative they started here in Kamuda, especially for Children's Parliament, among the many. You realize that this initiative came at a very right time, where there were so many issues of child protection in Kamuda. And how the initiative started, it started in schools. Because one, there were issues of child protection, but children could not speak on their own. They were silent, actually. There was no opportunity for them to air up their concerns, their views. But World Vision came in to strengthen the structures. And one of the structures is what? The children clubs. And the children clubs, basically, we are talking about Children Parliament. So it was first started in schools. At every school, we have a Children Parliament committee in all the 16 schools of Kamuda, primary schools of Kamuda sub-county. So it started in 2018 in the Kamuda, where all children were trained. They were trained on their rights. Not only the rights, but they were told that rights go hand in hand with the roles. So they were trained. After training them, they were made to form the committees in every school. And the committee comprised of 15 people, 15 children per school. 15, which means girls were inclusive, even boys were there. So now, after the formation of Children Parliament in schools, we said no. The district also came up with a proposal that much as World Vision are in some sub-counties, but there are sub-counties where World Vision is not directly operating, but also there are issues of child protection. So there is need to bring on board also those sub-counties. For example, Ochuloi, Katine, Rapai, Ochokchan, and Gweri. And yet, these are our own children. So now the district sat, and then they came up with the initiative of forming District Children Parliament Committee. And that committee has 15 children, both boys and girls. They come from the sub-counties of Kamuda, Lale, Kweri, Awalewal, Awukot, Atene, and then Ochuloi. So the purpose of initiating this is to make sure that, one, the confidence of the children are built, building their confidence so that they can speak before the public, so that they can talk the issues that concern them to the stakeholders. Then two, another purpose of forming this is also to ensure that children compete with others. And how do they compete? They first go and expose themselves. These children actually are being exposed so much. They are taken to town for trainings, they are taken to different places, and where they go, they come back when they have learned a lot of things. So after learning a lot of things, they know that, we get to know that kumbe, what we have been knowing is not enough. And we are not actually there, but we need to work hard to get what we want. So they are now competing after getting exposed. Then also another thing is that these children have been, the committee has been formed in order to ensure that these children exercise their right of expression. They have not been actually, like I told you from the start, that children have been having issues, but they could not talk it out. But now that their capacity has been enhanced, it has been built, it has been strengthened, they cannot see anything wrong, and then they keep quiet, so they can speak. That is actually one of the achievements we have. Our children can now talk the issues that they have. They don't wait for anybody to raise, meaning they can advocate by themselves. Nobody advocates for them. So they have been empowered, they can talk, they can actually they can talk for themselves and even for others, their colleagues. That is the beauty. So I want to thank World Vision so much, and much as they are going to leave, we believe that the capacity they have built, the legacy they have left behind will not be for granted. We shall continue, we shall engage the other stakeholders like the CDO, the police, the vice chairperson, and other stakeholders to ensure that we continue with the initiative. We want also to appreciate the district for the initiative, especially the speaker and his office, the council, district council, and even the sub-county council, all the sub-counties I've talked about. You realize that one of the impact is that when these children debate, what we have seen is that, one, it has led to the enactment of bylaws in Kamuda on child protection, especially child marriage. It was enacted, the bylaws were formulated, and they are in the process now of approval. It is as a result of this initiative. So we want to thank so much World Vision for this, even our children. So I want to encourage our parents that they should not take what the children are saying for granted. Let us support our children, and let us know that it is entirely a role of a parent to ensure or to determine the brighter future of the child. Why I'm saying so, you realize we have organizations like World Vision. Some time back they have been sponsoring some children, but after sponsoring, some parents again become totally negative about supporting their children. Some of them have even reached the point of saying World Vision's children, not their own children. But we have been telling them that World Vision has come to supplement on what you are doing. But anytime they can they can leave, and the roles remain on yourself. So let us take the issues of children as serious as possible.
To bring back hope to those that dropped out of school, many girls and boys who dropped out of schools have been enhanced with skills and showed clear ways of living a sustainable and comfortable future. Trainings were done, equipping was done, and now food is on their tables.
I want to give my thanks to World Vision to help us actually to attain this knowledge. Without World Vision, we could not do this. And I want to appreciate World Vision for the support and the help they have given to us so much. Actually, before this this enterprise of making craft shoes. Actually, we were at home. We had nothing to do. But since World Vision sponsored us with this, we are now doing well.
But you be louder. Yes.
Okay. My name is Obia Tom. I am a group member of this group. This is a World Vision supported group for youth of Kamoda. We are so much grateful for what you guys have done for us. It's been so good to us, and now we have started enjoying money where there was no money. We want to appreciate you so much. Here today, we are willing to teach others from outside, and we want to transform lives more. Since you people have transformed our lives, we too need to transform more. And for all that you have done to us, we pray that God bless you so much. Our life before this NGO came in to support us, it was terrible for us. Lives were scattered. We had nothing to do. We were just there like that. But since you people came in and helped us, we can now see a good future ahead of us. Since we have now started doing something, we can now see there is life.
With World Vision, life is never the same. Building of loving communities that protect and heal the children to prepare them for a brighter future is on the track. As Kamuda community celebrates World Vision's excellence over the past 15 years, the special message is nothing but thank you.
We have been having World Vision as an organization that has been supporting us in different ways. World Vision has supported education projects whereby he has constructed classrooms with latrines. He has been supporting the teachers with capacity building. He supported children. World Vision even initiated some structures like Children's Parliament. And Children's Parliament is advocacy for children. Most children learn from Children's Parliament. They learn their rights, they learn their responsibilities, and it has been good. World Vision also has built capacity with the parents on education, whereby parents have learned how to support their children when they are in school. I want also to say that if World Vision lives, may World Vision keep that spirit wherever World Vision goes.
Yeah, World Vision came here some years back, in which just on the 20th they are facing out in Kamuda. We are failing them a lot, and it will be so painful to lose them. They have worked so hard as far as child protection is concerned in Kamuda. First of all, by opening this advocacy, it's helping us to educate parents, to educate all the communities about child education. So World Vision has been made so many things, achievements, like it has built schools. It also, drilled some boreholes where our children are benefiting.
The Kamuda area program, though it finally faces out on this 20th day of September 2022, has touched most vulnerable girls and boys, parents and caregivers, faith and cultural leaders, government ministries, departments, agencies and local government, civil society organizations, non-government organizations, and UN agencies.